made a horrible mistake. Is that a good Christopher Lloyd? Is that any good? I always thought I had a pretty decent Christopher Lloyd. Anyway, welcome to the stream. You can hear a table folding in the background. Sorry about that. I had very bad timing. Today we're going to play Back to the Future, the game, which, as I have stated elsewhere, is a very worthy, I think, sequel to the film trilogy. It's even got Christopher Lloyd in it. In fact, it's got several of the original voice actors. You might spot them as we go along. I thought Crispin Glover did retakes, and now it's him. I thought Crispin Glover did retakes. I thought he did. I may be wrong about that. Anyway, Back to the Future, the game, coming right up. Good stuff. The music you just heard was Miles Above You by Jesse Warren. That's one of Alice's favorite tracks. It is, of course, as per our usual on Argo Fox. Great collection of royalty-free music that you can use for your own streams and or videos royalty-free, as royalty-free implies. You can find them at youtube.com/ArgoFox or argofox.com. Either one works. And we shall get into the game right about now. Eventually, once I'm done mumbling. There we go. Let's switch some pages. What if I don't want to access the Steam community? Oh right, it pauses if I click off of it. Telltale. Dogs, settle down. Not playtime. So, anyway, I've already got the settings set. That's why you can't see a bunch of jaggies. So let's get into it. Now, there's this thing that I've been thinking about and talking about. The name of this first episode is It's About Time. That's a good wordplay. That is an excellent wordplay. Because, of course, it's about time. And also, it's been a very long time since. You get it. You understand. The first place I saw this wordplay was on Final Fantasy Chronicles for the PlayStation. Not Crystal Chronicles, different thing. Final Fantasy Chronicles was a double pack that included Final Fantasy IV and Chrono Trigger. And the slogan on the back was, It's About Time. And I was like, that is a really good wordplay, and I'm going to remember that forever. And I have. And, you know, they weren't great ports. I'm going to tell you that. That's irrelevant, though. Later on, StarCraft II used the same wordplay, sort of. Their slogan was, Hell, it's about time. But there's no time pun to go with StarCraft, so it just seems like a real waste of the slogan. I don't like it. Anyway, let's get going. Yes, show the goals. Okay, it didn't freeze. I thought it had frozen for a sec. Telltale games are, as we know, not perfect.
All right, I'm ready.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26th, 1985, 1:18 a.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Einie. Hey, boy, get in there. That boy. In you go. Get down. Get your seatbelt on. That's it.
Whoa. Okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch ahead.
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Not me. The car. The car. my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Watch this, watch this. What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour! The temporal displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds!
Hot Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Doc. You disintegrated Einstein.
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the time machine.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You put your dog in a time machine and have a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal. Look out!
Doc?
Huh, that's peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
As you can see, this isn't exactly how it happened.
What's in the box?
Don't touch that. It's plutonium.
Plutonium?
How do you think I generated 1.21 gigawatts of power?
I mean, the DeLorean would be basically unknown without these movies, I think. It was a very small release for a car. Only, like, collectors knew about it before this, I think. And yes, this is absolutely the DeLorean.
Notebook. Got it.
It would have been lost to history
Flux
without
capacitor?
these movies.
That's it!
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I've detailed the nearly 3 decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. It's mass equals I times Z, and E equals the square root of Z times...
Doc, shouldn't we get out of here before the Libyans show up? Doc?
Great Scott!
Doc, what is it?
I've made a horrible mistake.
Doc! No!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc! Doc!
Rip in peace.
Marty, is everything okay?
Yeah, Mom, it was just a nightmare. I was in the past, and Doc was there.
Well, you're safe and sound now, back in good old 1986. But you'd better get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap, I'm late!
Present day, 1986. Episode 1. It's about time. Absolutely gorgeous. Estate sale.
Dad, are we too late to stop the sale?
Better late than never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc's stuff. The city has no right to.
Now, son, I know you're upset,
That's a
but your
shame.
friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair. But at least things can't get any worse.
Hey, Marty!
No, it was Biff who
Hi,
got
Biff.
the retakes.
Come to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
Nah, I guess I'm just remembering.
Telltale. Yes, they also did Monkey Island.
I miss Einstein.
So now we're just gonna look around and see if we can
Wonder why
find
Doc
anything
didn't
good.
take any of these with him.
Just didn't have the time, I guess. Ah!
A fish tank? I never knew Doc raised fish. Doc's fish had weird taste in decor. I kind of like Doc.
Hey, let me...
Now, Biff, leave Marty alone. This is a very emotional time for him.
Oh, sure. Sorry, Marty.
Yeah, Minecraft Story Mode is actually pretty damn good. It's not something I'd stream, though. Mostly because there's not a lot of time to commentate during the interactive movie-style games.
It took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies. Hey, Dad. Who's running this sale anyway?
Oh, that'd be me, son.
You? Why?
Well, once it became apparent that the bank was going through with the sale, I volunteered to oversee it in order to make sure that Doc's stuff would be treated with a modicum of respect. Isn't that right, Biff?
You got it, Mr. McFly.
I like the idea that Biff still remained a bully, but is still, like, totally indentured to, George.
I'm telling you, this sale is a joke. Doc's only been gone for a few months, and I happen to know.
Yes, you've told us he's not dead. He's on a trip. Let's say you're right. Have you considered that this trip may not have been entirely voluntary? I hate to say it, but Doc's run up some pretty sizable debts around town. Maybe he's just hiding from his creditors.
See, he's actually, like, legitimately terrified of George, though, thanks to Marty's first trip.
You got Doc wrong. Sure, maybe he's not so good with money. That's just because his mind's always on bigger things. But he's still a straight-up guy. He'd never run away from his problems.
Well, you know him better than I do, son, but the bank is within its rights to sell off his stuff. Maybe you should try to find some things to remember him by before Biff grabs them all.
That was a dream, Xenon. This is real life, a story about time travel.
What's Biff doing here? He wasn't a friend of Doc's.
It's a public sale, Marty. Everyone's allowed. Even Biff.
Do you think dreams can predict the future?
Well, you know I don't go in for that mystical stuff, but I do think they can reflect how you're feeling about the future. What did you dream?
Oh, just weird stuff about Doc.
Well, that's understandable, don't you think?
I guess, but I feel like it was telling me something. About Biff. Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle him.
So can I.
I guess you can. Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way, but you know where to find me.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
All right. Now let's check out that model of Hill Valley.
Doc built this model of downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
Is that a trick question, Xenon? If you're looking for a real answer, Marty created the timeline where he's got a loving and rich family. In Back to the Future Part 1, and this is that timeline after he returns from the past in Back to the Future Part 3.
Come on, I saw it first.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But I picked it up first.
Give it here, Biff.
Well, well, look at what we have here. Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me
Oh,
to...
it's a
Sounds
direct
worm
sequel.
food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something. Ha!
Alright, so now we gotta get that back from Biff.
Hey, Biff. That notebook wouldn't mean anything to you. You wouldn't even understand what's in it.
You calling me ignorant?
I just can't let you keep that notebook. It's dangerous.
What, is it set to explode or something?
Well, in a way.
I'll take my chances.
It's just a notebook with Doc's scribblings. What did Doc ever accomplish?
Nothing.
Then it's worthless, right?
If it was really worthless, you wouldn't want it so bad.
I only want that notebook because, well, I'm sentimental. It's like a piece of Doc.
Doc's dead. Time to get over it and move on.
Oh, what a piece of shit.
I'll pay you for it.
How much? Not
Um,
enough.
I mean, he's literally based on Donald Trump. So, yeah.
Never mind.
That is why he has no redeeming qualities, as Zemeckis said.
Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
Alright.
It took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies.
Excuse me. I hope you didn't get that burp through the microphone.
Let's make some noise.
photo of George McFly. Let's
I
examine.
keep this
There we
picture of
go.
my dad to remind me that even the most hopeless losers can grow up to be pretty cool guys.
Hey, Biff.
Here's an oldie, but a goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look, it's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's done. Now watch me blow the lid off this joint.
Whatever you say. Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shit.
Ah, good stuff. The first of many satisfying moments.
Doc, where are you? Doc? Einstein!
Yay.
Where do you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you? Looks like the time circuits still work. Now I only need to know when to look for Doc. I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits.
This looks important.
Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whatever it is I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed. Oh, jeez. Come on. Crap! Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now?
Time to figure out time. It's time to time.
Okay, Doc, I know I haven't
Time.
seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe. I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc.
All right. Follow the trail to Doc. What's up there, good boy?
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie?
Oh, that kind.
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie?
Well, you know what dogs are good at in movies and TV shows? Finding someone based purely on the scent of a shoe.
What do you know about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
But first...
I guess there's time for a quick game.
No hurry. It's not like Doc's going anywhere.
Okay, now I'm ready.
Step away from the door!
Ah!
Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected.
Hooligans.
Get along now! Scat!
I'm not a hooligan, ma'am. I'm a teenager.
I wasn't born yesterday, young man. Aren't you the miscreant who skateboards through the town square every morning between 8 and 8:30 in a decidedly unpunctual manner?
Yeah?
All skateboarders are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up. State your business, child. You're making me miss Merv.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein here brought me, and...
Well?
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see. A shoe? Wow, now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there! Leave that creature outside!
Sorry, Einstein.
Isn't it, though?
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up. Have a seat, Sonny.
Right.
Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes! Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
Jam?
the candy looks older than I am. Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree!
Yes on all counts, Xenon.
Yes. Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Hi, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
a speakeasy in Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square, right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
Uh-huh, now we're getting somewhere.
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
Alright, so we've got to figure out when the videotape store went up, and then we'll be able to find out the date we need to look for in the newspapers.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on lower things. Is that? Tenant! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
Don't let me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
You want to bring her? Don't worry, we'll be seeing a lot more of her.
Excuse me, Miss...
Whoops, I meant to click on the binoculars.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
That's the problem with the camera swinging around. It looks nice, but
Mind if I take a look?
Go ahead,
problematic at times. Valley Video 32. February 32, and there's Biff with some porno.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the
Perfect.
fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
We
dear.
have
Don't
a
look
date.
at me. I'm far too old for you.
Miss Strickland? I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. Yeah, I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
I told you not to touch those!
Well,
Man,
let's make her
she
think
keeps
the
it hot in here.
Let's make her think that the tea is,
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
done.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Ow!
Some
Get
good
out,
foreshadowing.
Get out!
That's
Help!
actual foreshadowing,
Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
not Dead Space foreshadowing.
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
It's a work uniform.
It's, my uniform. Didn't I tell you? I got a job.
At the Model T factory?
Yeah. No.
Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone. You ready to go, Einstein?
Well,
Time circuits on. Flux capacitor, fluxy. Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
personally, I think he should, maybe go for, give himself a bit more time than that. But, you know, narrative, plot devices. See the car of the future. Irony's always a great way to remember where you parked. We should try that. Then maybe I'll be able to find the car. Just once.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who, me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man-in-the-street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
Aw, poor Bee. Well, watch Back to the Future 4 with us.
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
No, not really.
That's the spirit. Destroy them with indifference. If we refuse to patronize their establishments and glorify their wicked exploits, they'll soon be exposed for the pathetic wretches they are. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's... Michael Corleone.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Corleone. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
I know, I met you back. I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no, down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc, I gotta find Doc.
She does, in fact, have at least 2 hands. Alright, now we've got to find Doc. Bank of Scribbles. Today's special, yesterday's soup. Here we are, police station.
Doc!
Marty,
Doc!
what are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system. Of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan.
A plan, right. But what?
Why don't we tell the authorities?
Tell them what? That my friend from the future has proof that I'll be murdered tomorrow? They'd ship us both off to the loony bin. And trust me, you don't want to see the inside of a 1931 insane asylum.
Why don't we try to tough it out? Now that we know what's coming, maybe we sneak it past the gangsters with a bulletproof vest or something.
That might work with 1 or 2 bullets, but from the looks of this article, it appears that I'm going to be mowed down in a hail of Tommy gun fire that rendered the innocent stranger little more than a pulpy mass of bones and gristle.
Who writes like that?
According to the byline, one Edna Strickland.
I should have guessed.
D&D is always a good thing to look forward to.
Hey, maybe I could talk to the gangsters. Tell them they're about to shoot the wrong guy.
I don't think the criminals of this era are going to be very receptive to a complete stranger telling them that their secret assassination plan is misguided, do you?
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum-shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Lightning every few seconds. Yeah, that's about our average spring thunderstorm in Oklahoma. I can definitely sympathize.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me! 1931 me!
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely!
Won't talking to yourself cause, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
It's okay, just loitering and whistling.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Loitering and whistling is exactly what teens in the 30s did. You're probably right. I mean, I wouldn't know for sure. I've never been there. Hey, who's that?
McFly! Biff?
Kid!
Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right, that's better. What are you looking at, punk? Keep your eyes on the soup, kid. Well,
Well, what?
what are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly,
Yes?
that hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 + 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Why is everything so bright and loud? I blame the schools, personally.
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Brown residence?
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
I could have swore there was dialogue for looking at the board there. Maybe that's later. All right. Let's look for Emmett. Go. Okay, go around the other side of the car. We'll figure it out. I forgot how mildly confusing this map is just due to the bizarre camera angles. You get used to it, but it takes a sec. Here's the courthouse.
Don't touch those! These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact. Naturally, H2A multiplied
Not
by
exactly the
inverse of
easygoing kid we were led to believe would be here.
Or do we take 8% of the line up? H2A multiplied by the inverse.
Alright. We got a phone number, tape recorder, notebook, photo. Oh, crap. No, don't open another game. Ugh. I accidentally clicked outside the window.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
Oh.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer or soda? What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science.
Alrighty. Well.
Well, no. I'm gonna be the inverse.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong.
Well, let's see if we can capture some of his mumblings on tape.
Inverse of A minus 1. Don't think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Fortunately, he'd have no idea what a tape recorder is.
Harmonic oscillator, then naturally H to the A multiplied by
I think they had reel-to-reel in its fairly early stages back in 1931. Well, let's bring this to our doc and see what he has to say about H to the A multiplied by the inverse of 1 or whatever. Now he thinks you trapped his soul in a recording device.
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A
Inverse of
multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was gonna say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals a Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine.
Science and all that. Luckily, at that point in time, they didn't have laws about recording people without consent. Yeah, I mean, what with it at the time being basically an impossibility under normal circumstances.
Now, if H stands for
Took a lot of heavy
one-dimensional
equipment.
harmonic oscillator, then naturally H2A multiplied
Right,
by
I
the
just talked
inversion
to
of
him
H,
now.
that's
No,
now
get
less than
back
fifty
here.
value of A, right? No.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
They didn't account for time travel. I mean, who does?
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator.
Yeah!
Great Scott! If H is a Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket-powered drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I
so
didn't
they hadn't
quite
even
know
made
what
it
to
to
expect when I
America.
sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
And on top of that, they were all reel to reel, and nothing would be nearly this miniaturized. So our options are: I need your rocket drill, I really need your rocket drill, and I really, really need your rocket drill.
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning.
I need a fully operational model, I need a full-size model, or I need it tonight.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered this subpoena. Part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
It's Kid Tannen.
He almost fell into a
Hey,
gazebo.
I just saw him at the soup kitchen yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
Alright. So now we've got to figure out how to deliver this subpoena to someone who we have no idea where he's hiding. Edna's a bit of a busybody.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions, not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
So you make soup deliveries.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
How about we offer
I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh? Which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get overeager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions,
Yeah?
you can let me know when they're running low on soup.
Alright. Well, we don't know any charities, do we? So let's find out about the Stay Sober Society.
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
Well...
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
The park, the police station, the bombed speakeasy, the Brown residence?
The
Sure.
Brown residence.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to
That'll
lend
be
his
a good
place out
distraction,
for,
won't it?
you know, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've received in a month of Sundays. Please tell your friend Emmett we accept. The meeting isn't due to start for a little while, so that'll give our people some time to set up.
Alright, we need to figure out
As a matter of
charity that
fact,
needs
I
a
do
soup
know a
delivery.
local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh? Who?
Alright, the only ones we know of are the ones she mentioned.
The Stay Sober Society.
Bless you for thinking of them. But that meeting isn't scheduled to start for a little while. And we wouldn't want them eating cold soup.
Having the AA analog meet in a burned out drinking hole is sort of a bad look, right?
I'm sorry about the way Einstein lit into you back there. I don't know what got into him.
Well, I hope you've learned to keep him under control.
Yeah, I found someone to keep him distracted.
Very good. Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables.
I got a book.
Oh? Where?
Alright. Well, let's head over to the soup kitchen and see what we can figure out there. Oh, fixed camera. Yes, he is a smart boy. I don't think your plan is
Hey, cue ball.
good,
What?
B.
The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Soup? Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right. Special.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup. The boss has got a business to rebuild, so knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just try the soup. Well?
Ah, I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
Lovely. special soup. He is real good with those kegs. Oh, here's Emmett.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
I mean, we do have a nuke attached to the car, right? That's like just a thing with the DeLorean. It's seems to be fairly... I guess it's too stable to be a nuke. So never mind. It was just made in some guy's basement, though. At least the original version was. Knock, knock, open up the door, it's Xenon. Nothing is too stable to be a nuke. What about an inanimate carbon rod?
Huddle up, Emmett.
Huddle?
Just listen up for a second. Emmett, I can't get into the door over there. Those tables are jamming it shut.
The door? So your plan is to just waltz in there and take a barrel of alcohol?
No, of course not. That would be stupid, right?
I'll say.
Still, I'd like to get that door open. I can't do anything from out here.
Well, it's a simple matter of physics. A lever, some sort of stop. Let me see what I can come up with.
That didn't work.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
Well, let's leave him to think.
Eureka!
Well, I guess he thought.
Emmett.
Yes?
Oh, that's interesting.
Just a little mechanical ingenuity. In the end, the door is open.
Yeah, good job. Obviously, this kitchen isn't the speakeasy.
Indeed. This must be some sort of front meant to cleverly and legally obfuscate the existence of a hidden establishment of ill repute. Perhaps in the basement.
Right, that might explain the elevator.
All right.
We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
Join our nuclear discussion club. It's right here in Squirrel Lily chat. I'm too busy enjoying this video game that I'm playing.
Excuse me.
You talking to me?
Can I have some
Can I
soup?
have a bowl of soup?
We're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
What kind of soup is this? It tastes like...
Scrolle ribolita?
I was gonna say week-old cabbage.
Everyone's a critic. Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and spice rack that hadn't been restocked since the Coolidge administration. What do you think I should do to perk this slop up?
Let's see. Have you tried...
Chili powder?
giving the soup a little heat, maybe?
Why, is it getting cold?
No, I mean, like chili powder. Muy caliente.
Oh, bit of a tough guy, huh? Actually, I like it spicy too, but it's gotta be edible for the common folks.
Come on, a little dash isn't gonna kill anyone.
Ah, heck. You got moxie, kid. Let's spice it up a bit, shall we?
And yay.
Ah, Miss Strickland. Come for some more soup?
And
Come
now
now,
she'll
Mr.
deliver
Donnelly.
this.
You know I wouldn't set one foot in this mockery of all that is good and decent if the poor of Hill Valley weren't so dependent on Mr. Tennant's overblown show of generosity.
Was that a yes?
Just give me the soup before I gag on the hypocrisy.
I'll tell the boss you said hello.
I'll just bet you will.
Edna picked up the barrel of hooch. Now all I have to do is to get it from her somehow.
Now we can have her deliver it to the Stay Sober Society at the Brown residence. See, I actually have my speakers down fairly low so the mic didn't pick it up, so I didn't even notice that stuff on the radio in the background.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society is due to begin very soon.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
The Stay Sober Society.
That's right! They'll soon be gathering at the Brown estate, and we haven't provided refreshments. I can't get over the generosity of your friend Emmett, volunteering his father's house for our meeting.
Huh? Wait there! Michael! What in the name of Thomas Alva Edison do you think you're doing?
Don't you get it? You need alcohol to run your drill, right? Those bootleggers at the soup kitchen won't let us get our hands on any of their hooch. But we can get Miss Strickland to pick it up for us and deliver it right to your door.
No, out of the question.
Why?
I can't just let strangers invade my parents' house. What do we know about these people?
They're sober.
They're sober. It says so right in the name.
Well, okay, but Pop needs his peace and quiet at the end of the day. This meeting is sure to be too noisy for him.
You can wear earplugs.
So get your dad a pair of earplugs.
I can't tell my father to wear earplugs.
What's wrong with noise?
What's wrong with a little noise? It'll be like a party.
My Pop is not the partying type.
Fine, they'll be quiet.
They'll be quiet. You'll be quiet, right?
Oh, yes! I play my tambourine very softly.
You hear that?
Yes, but
what?
But it's still impossible.
But I promised Miss Strickland.
But I promised Miss Strickland. It means so much to her.
The answer is still no.
Think of the Stay Sober Society. What'll happen to them?
They can all fall off the wagon for all I care.
Okay, forget the whole thing. We don't have to test your rocket-powered drill tonight.
We don't?
No. I'll take the train back to Washington and I'll tell the folks at the office to give the patent to Dr. McCoy.
Wait!
Ooh. Harsh.
You will instruct the members of the society to wipe their feet before they come inside.
Then you are Emmett Brown. I thought as much. You have such a righteous face.
Dun dun dun.
Edna Strickland, I don't know how to thank you for your generosity.
Pleased to meet you.
The feeling is mutual.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You worry too much, Emmett. Now all we gotta do is serve that subpoena, and we're off to build your rocket drill.
And get my patent.
Yeah, your patent.
Now, remember that at this point in time, addiction was simply seen as a moral failing. This is what he was taught and raised to believe. He gets better in the future. In the end, he's a good kid who's been misled by a shitty society and shitty parents. Alright. Now we gotta figure out how to find Arthur McFly. First, Einstein can probably find him, but we'll need his hat that Kid Tannen stole.
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of
That's
here!
very specific.
How about you?
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
I guess I'm here to shine your shoes.
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee. He's very busy today.
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
So when do you think Arthur will be leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you missed a spot.
Yeah, everything that falls in the minority was thought of as a moral failing, and still is for a lot of people.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut bowl.
Could I buy Arthur's hat off you?
Could you keep your mind on your work, huh? Shoeshine boy? I'm hanging on to my peanut bowl.
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Hey, kid!
Yeah?
What the hell is that?
Hey!
What did you do?
Give me that hat, you lousy crook! Emmett! Emmett! Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen!
Because Tannen will
Fix me
always
up.
wind up covered in shit.
Where do you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out!
Alright. Let's go let Einstein sniff this hat. Ah. The mouse controls don't work that well in this one. So I keep having to grab the keyboard. It's weird. The mouse controls in this actually seem to be worse than in, like, any of the other ones, where they're relatively okay.
Hey, honey, come here for a sec, boy. Hey, boy, can you find the guy who belongs to this hat?
Where's he going?
Only one way to find out. Huh, deja vu.
Yeah? Who is it?
It's McFly!
Shh, I know! Hey, Arthur, can you come down a minute?
Do I know you?
I'm your mother's great nephew.
You mean my second cousin?
Yeah!
Glad to know you, but I can't leave this building till the boss says so. He's given strict orders. Sorry. Some other time. What now?
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
We've got something for you.
It's a
subscription to the Accountant Weekly. He won't come out if he knows why we're really here.
No, right.
I'm not interested. And besides, the boss won't let me leave the room. Sorry. Some other time.
Okay. Well, that's a dead end. We gotta get his boss to give the say-so. We just happen to have this amazing device. That happens to be able to record the voice of,
Look who's back! They say rats always return to the scene of the sinking ship.
any person.
Get 'em, Matches!
Ooh, now we're up on top of the gazebo.
Come down from there, you son of a bitch!
Perfect. Let's see if we can get a recording of that.
Right now! What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
Perfect. Now, how do we...
Don't make me angry, Smucko!
I don't think they're in a
Get down
talkative
here
mood
and
right
face
now.
the music!
Good thing we got Einstein over here,
You
right?
can't
He
get
can
away
do
that
something.
easy. Nobody...
Einstein, help!
Lay off! Get away from me, you crazy mutt!
Go away, dog. We're busy here. Go on, scram. Hey, where'd he go?
You let him get away, idiot!
Well, that sounds like a wonderful, if extremely expensive and not particularly practical idea, B. Excuse me, dog. We are busy here. Could you make an appointment?
Hey!
Hey!
Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to go this way. Whoops. Game paused. Oh, there's no way to skip the scene, is there? Nope. That's fine. We'll just have Einstein chase them away again.
You're only making it worse for yourself!
Hey, Einie!
Look out, boss. It's that crazy mutt again.
I can't believe you lost him again!
Let's hit save. No, not load. There we go. Save. Save game. That's the autosave. Okay, the autosave is pretty good in this one, though. Even so, more comfortable just hitting save here. We're approaching the end of the first episode. Alright, now we go back through the park. Through the gazebo. Oh wait, I need to... follow Einstein to get to McFly's house again, don't I? That's fine. Means I don't have to walk very far.
This hat belongs to my grandfather.
Oh.
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Einie?
It's short for Einstein.
Einstein, of course. Because he was a patent officer just like you.
It all works out. Considered recording the stream and sending it to the viewers by film reel, and then having the stream chat be done through letters. This is a good idea. See, this is the right way, right? Yeah, here we go. Stream punk, yes. Now to use our magical voice
What now?
sounder soul stealing device. It's a billiards parlor.
What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
It's Kid. Right away, boss. Where's Kid?
Oh. Sorry, Arthur.
Arthur McFly?
Yeah?
Got something for you.
Thanks. A subpoena?
Ordering you to appear in court and provide evidence in the investigation into...
Kid Tannen? Take it back!
You can't get rid of it, Mr. McFly. Once you've been served, it's your duty to report to the court at the earliest possible time. Failure to do so could lead to a warrant for your arrest.
Arrest! But Kid'll kill me. Stupid, stupid Artie. Holy cats, what am I gonna do?
I suggest you avail yourself to the protection of the court.
Oh gosh, oh gosh.
Well, we've served the subpoena and gotten a barrel of booze delivered to your house. Looks like we're off to your lab to build your rocket drill. You do have a lab, right?
What kind of future patent holder would I be without a lab? Come on.
Aww.
Doc! I'm off to get the rocket drill.
Good.
Come on, let's go. Time waits for no man.
And there goes the frames again.
Are you sure this is gonna work, Emmett?
Don't let the ramshackle nature of my laboratory fool you. If all goes according to plan, we'll soon be in possession of the most powerful rocket fuel known to man.
That's great. How?
Well, it's very simple. This crankshaft induces a powerful direct current into the electrolysis chamber, producing hydrogen, which must be periodically released into the primary distillation barrel. While tending to the hydrogen, we'll also need to regularly sprinkle these shredded protein flakes into this aquarium of tuber bacteria to generate the necessary nitrogen to catalyze the reaction.
Cool.
No, not your idea,
Oh,
B.
hot! Extremely hot! The temperature of the reaction must be kept at a steady temperature of 623 degrees Kelvin by carefully pumping these bellows. Any questions?
Emmett? Why is there a brace of drunkards gathering on our lawn?
Good
Sweet
question.
Fancy Moses, it's my father!
So?
So, he doesn't know I'm engaging in acts of scientific exploration in here. He thinks this is where I go to pore through my law books.
Oh.
You tend to the reaction. I'll try to get rid of him.
Tend to the what? Can't we just start over after he's gone?
It's too late. The reaction's already started. Don't worry. I'll try to help you out where I can.
But...
coming, Father! Father!
Don't you father me, child.
This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer.
You don't know what
Shock, crap, shock, which one's shock? Here we go.
Pressuring me to be something I'm not.
Gas pressure. This is a cute mini game.
I don't know what's eating you, Father, but I wish it would go on a diet.
You will have to learn. People don't.
Excellent. Now twist the valve there. Great. We're about a quarter of the way home.
Emmett, get back here!
Oops.
You're going to find out.
Oh, maybe your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine.
Someday you have children and you will look. Oh, I don't.
Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father?
Math
No
guy
idea
from
what
Monkey
kind of
Island.
pressure I'm under.
To find out when you get older.
Yep.
Oh, someday you have
He
children
sure
and
is.
you will look.
There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father.
Notice that the meter goes up to 88.
Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere?
No, not stoke fire. Crap. I tried to release it and clicked the wrong thing.
Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Don't you turn your back on me. You're going to find out.
Maybe I should just get struck
there
by
it is.
lightning. Would that make you happy?
I hope someday you have children and you will
Still not showing it correctly.
This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's drool.
Oh, there we go. I see. Okay, I was misseeing.
When you get
What do
older,
you call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building? A good start.
and you will look. Oh, I don't. Just
Stop being such a crank. You don't get to control my life just because you fed and clothed me for 17 years.
Hope someday you have children and you will look.
There we go.
Ah, halfway there.
Emmett!
Keep up the good work.
Your
Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas.
mother and I are shocked at your behavior, young man. Someday.
You know who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer.
Mr.
By
Emmett!
Galileo's rotations. Do you ever listen to yourself? Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations?
The Von Brauns have been officers of the court since God's heavenly spark first gave rise to man, Emmett. Mr. Emmett!
Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes? Can't you see this is eating me up inside?
Someday.
Gotta avoid reacting to the dad's
Almost
words,
there.
too.
Emmett!
Coming, Father! Name one great thing ever generated by a lawyer. If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards. This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer. Why should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria. Lawyers are nothing but a bunch of hot air. There, I said it. Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas. Law? What use is a microorganism for law? If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards. I don't know what's eating you, Father, but I wish it would go on a diet.
Wait till she bites.
You have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under. Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes? I'm afraid we'll have to take this up later, Pop. My soup's about to boil over.
What? This isn't over, young man.
Whew.
Are you okay? You and your dad sounded...
It was an argument we should have had a long time ago. We... No! Oh, what?
Gotta keep going. Close call.
Eureka! Now all we gotta do is fuel up the old rocket-powered drill, and you and I
can take it and go.
But don't you want to test it first?
No time. The last train for DC leaves in just a few minutes.
All right. You've got to get this baby to the U.S. Patent Office.
Exactly.
So tell me, Michael, when can I expect to hear back from the Patent Office?
Oh, in about, I'd say... I can't.
Huh?
Emmett, I'm not from the Patent Office.
I don't understand.
I lied to you, but I didn't want to. It was the only way I can get you to trust me. See, there's somebody who's in big trouble. Someone very important to me, to both of us. I can't tell you who, but I need to save him tonight, and I need your invention to do it.
That was a big dumb mistake, Marty.
I'll get it back to you, I promise. And, Emmett, you're gonna be a great inventor.
Fuck, Marty.
Wait! Keep the throttle at about 8.
Hey, thanks for the host, October 21st, 2015. It's a
Okay,
good
Doc,
name.
I got the drill. Now let's get you out of here. Come on, start.
Mr. Corleone! You're too late!
Too late? But Doc's not supposed to be... Doc!
They're moving him to another facility for safekeeping! Oh, I better go get a quote from the police chief.
Paddy wagon intercepted, suspect slain, and they're still after him. But how am I gonna rescue him now?
Well, we got two things sitting here next to us. We got a bicycle, and we've got a rocket.
At least the rocket part came out of this in one piece.
This is such a good idea. Dropping frames again.
All right, I'm coming, Doc.
As I said, such a good idea.
Doc, I've got to get you out of here.
What's that?
I said you're still in danger.
Never mind, never mind. Get me out of here, and we'll talk later.
Alright. Let's get him out of here.
Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out.
Be careful, Marty.
I'll be back.
I'll wait right here.
The toolbox. Perfect. It's a tire iron. side. It's a spare tire. Well, let's get it out of the way then. With the tire iron. Awesome. Well, there goes both of those things. But I have a hubcap. Over to the front window again. Aha, figures.
What's he doing here?
Alright. Oh crap. I was supposed to grab the antenna. I thought it was on this side for some reason. Oh right. Okay, here we go. Can I not get it from here?
Kid 10 is driving the truck.
That explains a lot.
I'll be back.
There's the antenna. Alright, yeah, I can reach it from here. Stick it down his pants. Go.
I'll be back.
Oh shit, I can't do this from here, can I? Uh-oh. Well. Found the keys, but I can't reach
Keys
them.
are on the dashboard, but I can't reach them.
Need a protraction appurtenance.
What?
A reach extender.
Well, we've got that. We just need a
I
distraction.
need a distraction.
Leave it to me. Hey, driver. You're driving too fast. What? How do you take those curves? What are you trying to do? Kill me? I object to your tone of voice. And I find this seat distinctly uncomfortable. Do you have a pillow I can sit on? Hey, I'm talking to you, driver. Don't ignore me. You!
Thanks, Doc. I guess that's why they call you the Streak.
How did you know that?
I have my sources.
Well, if I was Kid Tannen, I'd assume that Marty was dead.
Stand back, Doc.
Marty!
Uh-oh. That doesn't seem healthy.
Eat lead, Sagan!
Well, we've got one more thing we haven't used yet.
Ow! Son of a bitch! Right?
The look on his face.
We need something to get rid of these cops!
We sure do. Do I have a better option than the gun?
Oh,
What a great idea.
this is a rescue!
That's the idea. Doc!
Look!
Why couldn't your younger self have built us a hoverboard?
They won't be invented for another 84 years!
So what do we do now?
I was hoping you knew!
Got any ideas?
dozen, but none of them are applicable to this situation.
I have that problem a lot.
The throttle!
What? Oh!
Doc, are you okay?
I'm fine. But I wonder what sorts of bizarre repercussions my younger self's invention of a flying bicycle will have on the timeline.
Did you know that would happen?
I had a suspicion. I never could keep those rockets from exploding.
So, what do we do now?
Now we get back to 1986 before our interactions with the past inevitably cascade into a calamitous future. Where'd you leave Einstein?
Doc?
He's not in the pound, is he?
No, but I think we've got bigger problems right now.
Great Scott!
To be continued. In the next episode.
What's happening?
I don't know. We'll have to be careful not to run into ourselves.
Hey, fellas. All right, McFly. Let's go see the boss.
History says Tanner will be arrested by a rookie cop by the name of Danny Parker.
I fear that nothing will save Hill Valley from descending into the fires of chaos and corruption.
Nothing is over until Kid Tannen says it's over.
To be continued in Back to the Future the game, Get Tannen. So, this has been the first episode of Back to the Future the game. It's been a bit of a rough time getting through it, thanks to our internet connection. But all in all, I think it's worthwhile. And that's just the first fifth of it. As you say, incredible Welshman instead of Great Scott in an alternate timeline. I like that. Anyway, we'll be coming back to that next Friday for the next episode. JP Penny. And I hope you'll join us for that. Hell, I hope you'll join us all week. Tomorrow's our day off, but on Sunday we got Sue playing Hard West. Tuesday is Annie playing Paladins, and then Nier Automata. Wednesday is our community day, probably Jackbox. We're looking at other games that we can maybe do. But Jackbox is the good one, the good, easy, nice boy one, because you can play it with us without having to own the game. So that's a really good thing. Thursday, we got Alice starting on some LEGO Dimensions story packs and such. I forgot about Monday. I don't know why I always end up skipping Monday, but Monday is my wife Christy playing Passepartout the Starving Artist, and also painting in Passepartout the Starving Artist, where the chat will suggest things for her to paint in Passepartout, and then after she has finished painting several things in Passepartout, we will decide on which one she should paint in real life, and it'll be magical. Last time she painted Alf, but also what if he was a habanero pepper. So anyway, back around to our schedule. Friday is back to me, and that's the end of that for the week. More big lightning. So, thanks to everyone who came in and watched. Thanks to our followers. If you're not following us, we do have that friendly ass follow button that you can click on, and that helps out us a ton. Thanks to our subscribers, and thanks for people who just come in and lurk even. You're all very important to us, except for you, Bill. No one likes you. Yes, you specifically. We'll see you next time. Thanks for coming.